Trina said you wanted to see me?
Hey, Simon, come on in. I have a question for you. Come on, you need to see this. Look at this. This is so funny. Is that some sort of joke? Nominal in the first paragraph, pagination on the left-hand side, Times New Roman, stupid little feet walking all across the page. And what's that word?
Shall?
At this firm, we instruct, we advise, we order, we must, but we do not shall.
It's not really a...
Why must we must?
Because we thrust, we don't parry.
Rewrite this.
I can't.
Excuse me?
Mr. Nesbitt has clearly instructed us.
Whoa. This was Nigel's doing?
For his most recent memo.
He's communicating with you through memos? You've been left adrift on Lady Law's fickle ocean with no rudder, no captain?
He hasn't been in the office since he took over the program, if that's what you're asking.
No, I think I was perfectly clear on what I was asking, Simon.
Am I supposed to respond to that?
Yeah, by going back to your desk right now and doing it correctly.
But...
Simon, a memo from Nigel is not going to stick its boot in your ass. A memo from me will. Get out.
Could you possibly keep your thwacking to yourself?
This is a private club.
With a sister club in London.
Courtesy mudding privileges.
And yes, it's Turkish.
Outside mud is a clear violation of club policy. There are rules, Nigel.
Just as there are rules forbidding interference with my associates.
Yeah, well, you don't give a rat's ass about them.
How dare you?
You know, let me tell you something you may not know. Associates, they're like grains of sand. They need pressure and heat to shape them into chihuly glass. Memos from a distant land don't shape shit into shit.
Nonsense. I attended boarding school from the tender age of 4, during which time I received weekly memos from my father.
Yeah, and look how you turned out.
Graduating summa cum laude from both Cambridge and Harvard is quite the failure. Your parents' choice to homeschool, much better.
Okay, that was only till I was 10, and my mother's science fair was legendary.
You must be so proud of your uncontested blue ribbons.
Okay, you know what? I'm not gonna let you shatter the glass that I spent years blowing, and I'm certainly not gonna let the likes of you tell me who I can and cannot blow. Oh, what's going on?
Nothing.
Simon.
Mr. Nesbitt gave us all gifts.
And they're funny?
I think they're meant to be.
Well, you know, he has trouble connecting, but he's making an effort. Maybe he took my words to heart.
What'd you say to him?
Turned out quite well.
You crossed the line.
I did no such thing.
You took a private feud and you made it public.
After you tried to undermine my authority.
Because you don't know what you're doing.
I knew what I was doing when I took them from you, like biscuits from a schoolboy.
All right, you son of a bitch. You better get yourself ready, because I'm about to kick.
I know it's generally against regulations, but her nanny fell ill, and...
No, say no more. A father's love knows no rule.
I didn't know you were a cat man.
Do I have brains in my head? Do I have a heart in my chest? Who is this stunning creature?
Her moniker is Mikado.
So does that mean she enjoys...
Yes. Whenever we travel, I make sure she has Gilbert and Sullivan playing in her Sherpa. Do be careful. She doesn't normally like... My God.
What? Oh, does she prefer the left side?
No, she doesn't normally let anyone touch her except me.
I happen to have a way with those of the feline persuasion. Do you have any cream? You may enter.
I'm afraid I've got a bit of a sticky wicket.
That sounds uncomfortable.
The Hong Kong office urgently requires me for a few weeks. Normally, I'd bring Mikado, but...
Oh, wait, are you asking me
I
to...
can't get her papers in time. She'd be facing quarantine.
She'd sooner die.
You already understand her so well.
I do, yet a request of this magnitude...
No, you're probably right. It's too much to ask. I'm sure there is a suitable luxury feline hotel.
Don't play games, okay? We both know there isn't.
So you'll do it?
Yes, can I have her?
Call me when she's back.
I will. Rachel, Lewis, Code Red.
You're suing me for ownership of Mikado. On what grounds?
On the grounds that I provide a better home because you're constantly flying around the world.
Mary Poppins doesn't get custody of the children in her care.
The Von Trapp children fell in love with Maria. She became their mother.
Because their mother was dead. There's no legal basis for this.
You're confident in that fact?
Most assuredly.
Then let's put it to our own jury.
You're suggesting a mock trial?
You get to prove you're the better man in front of our associates.
You agree to hand her back the moment the verdict is in?
I agree to let you say goodbye to her the moment that you're defeated.
Fa Teng Kim.
Whatever the hell that means.
Mr. Litt, without speaking for Mikado, would you describe for the court her emotional condition?
When Mikado first entered my home, she was aloof and standoffish.
She's a cat. Sorry, I'll wait my turn.
She was listless, you know? Like, I would take her out to see a bird or a dog, and there'd just be nothing. You know what I think? I think that she was the victim of neglect due to the absence of a consistent father figure because he's traveling all the time.
I object.
To what?
To you letting him talk about my cat that way. You changed the rules to get Miss Sane. I'm changing the rules. I'm going to represent myself. You're dismissed.
Getting hot in here, Nesbitt?
Mr. Litt, I'll ask you not to address the defendant directly.
I'm not the defendant. This isn't a criminal trial.
Well, it should be. Where were we?
You were describing the deplorable condition in which you found Mr. Nesbitt's cat.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me about Bruno.
He was Lewis's cat. I was made to take care of him.
He didn't do it himself.
No,
Do you like cats, Harold?
no. I'm allergic. I don't even know what to do with them.
But he left this cat, his cat, in your care? What happened?
Hey, you know what? This would be a good time to object.
I can't, Louis. It's a valid line of questioning.
What happened, Mr. Gunderson?
He died a day later.
And what did he say to you prior to that day?
He said he might as well have left his cat with Michael Vick.
You testified that you now work at Bratton Gould, is that correct?
Yes,
And when they hired you, did they know you'd been trained by Louis Litt?
it came up.
So they knew that you were nurtured by Louis, they hired you, and now, are you happy?
Yes,
So with Louis's nurturance, your mistakes were covered, you landed another job, and you're happy. Isn't that correct?
but he was mean to me.
No, this isn't about how he treated you, Harold. This is about how he treated his cat. And isn't the truth that he loved that cat and cared for him with all of his heart? Harold, you're under oath.
No, I'm not.
Harold,
Yes, he loved Bruno with all of his heart.
I have no further questions.
I'm offering you a settlement.
No.
You get back the associates. I get back my cat.
No.
I need a moment to confer with my client.
Of course. I do love her, you know.
Louis, as your attorney, I need to say this.
Please don't make me choose.
She's Nigel's cat.
You want to see me?
Yes, and it's important.
What can I do for you? Adjust the font on the new business cards? Order some pens?
I don't know. If we don't have any pens, what would you sign the order with?
What do you want, Jessica?
I was just making a little joke.
Oh, I thought I was the only joke around here.
Louis, you are no joke. And you're right. You have been on the sidelines far too long. I want you to handle the negotiations.
You won't be sorry. You want a pound of flesh, I'm going to bring you the whole carcass.
I believe you would, but I'm going to ask you to do something else.
Anything you need.
I need you to be fair.
Fair.
Yes, fair.
That's one way to go.
It's the way to go. Because I need them to think that we're moving on, when in fact, we're going after their clients.
Oh my God. Oh my God, you and Harvey are letting me in on one of your missions? This is lit-tastic.
Louis, calm down.
Calm down, no. This is just like the Great Escape. You're recruiting me to go behind enemy lines. I'm Steve McQueen.
You know the Great Escape.
Are you kidding? Charles Bronson grew up in my grandmother's shtetl.
Then you know. Steve McQueen was the cooler king. Louis, I need you to be my cooler king.
Yeah, I'm gonna be cool. So you're authorizing me to sign on your behalf?
Yes. But under no circumstances are you to lock in the existing client allocations.
Please, I die before that happens.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Nesbitt,
Lit?
I see you're wearing your checkered suit with your crimson power tie.
You see correctly.
Looks like you came to play hardball.
I didn't come to play anything. I came to win.
Well, I'm not here to win. I'm here to make sure we hammer out a fair agreement.
And to help you achieve that, I see you brought along Tinkerbell.
And you were so scared of Tinkerbell, you sent her to Barcelona for your cat trial.
During which time she worked closely with a different senior partner. Again and again.
Don't worry. Dr. Batter's not turning green today. See, whatever you thought was going to happen to me here isn't. So go ahead. Wind me up all you want, because I ain't losing my cool.
Fine. This is my initial proposal.
Those are letters I wrote to Mikado.
Unopened.
You never read them to her?
Not a single word.
You son of a bitch. You think you can rattle me? I'm unrattleable.
Really? This portrait that you sent her.
Get out.
Louis,
I said go. Oh, yeah. You and I are going to war. Everything's on the goddamn table.
Including the existing client list allocations?
Do you hear what I just said? I said everything.
Louis, we gave you one job and you blew it. How the hell did you screw up those negotiations?
Screw up. Come on. What are you talking about? They got us the corporate jet. We keep our first dividend checks, and they pay for our new letterhead. So, you know what? You just put that in your pipe and you smoke it.
I don't give a shit about the goddamn letterhead.
You don't think I know that? Nobody cares about the goddamn letterhead, okay? Nigel went after Mikado.
What the hell is Mikado?
Not what, who. She's a cat.
He went after your cat.
He went after his cat.
He tortured his cat?
He deprived her of my letters.
Louis, you lost your shit during a negotiation because someone didn't read your letters to their cat?
Harvey, please. I'm sorry. I lost my head. I don't even remember signing the agreement.
Well, you did. And Louis, you've been asking Jessica to give you the ball instead of me ever since the day I met you. Well, she gave it to you. And you just went and scored a touchdown for the other team.